Welcome back, everybody. I am here finally with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. It's been a while. I'm completely forgot the last deck I even did, but I think after that box opening, I just got very, inspired to do more videos. I know I did say I was going to do one with Wandering Archaic, and I've brought that here with you right now. And I'm calling it Wandering in the Witherbloom, or Wandering in Witherbloom, and it's going to be a Witherbloom Archaic deck. I've been testing this, and I think it's where I want it for now. But let's get into a game. Let's add... checking to see how it looks on my computer over here on OBS. Let me turn it down just a bit. Okay, that should be fine. So, the whole idea is just use Wandering Archaic to copy spells of my opponent, and then all my other Mage-craft. We'll do the few sorceries that I have in the deck, but the whole point is just copy the opponent's spell. Like, if they want to use a murder spell, I'll copy it unless they pay the 2. But it looks like they're doing a possible Lorehold deck. So put that out and let this thing start going. Alright. Let's see, what are they doing? Ooh, do we want to do Cultivate or Reclaim the Wastes? We'll do a Cultivate. But the fact that they're doing a life gain kind of makes it so... makes me feel like I have to try and get this fast. Yeah, this is definitely going to have to go fast, especially with 2 Hollowed Priests now. Not liking the odds right now. Especially since I don't have an Archaic in my hand. I do know probably one of your optimal hands would be at least to have an Archaic in your hand. You have like Reclaim the Wastes and Cultivate to try and get yourself more land. But you really want to have that Archaic there. And the fact that I don't have him is kind of a little worrying on this one. But especially since he just pacified, I could have copied that. That would have been nice to have. Still none. Well, let's do it this way. There to there. Put that out. We'll do that and kicker. Let's get some swamps too. Alright, so I was able to get rid of his big boy. Now that I realize I probably should have done the Orator, because now any other creature that comes in, like a 3rd Hollow Priest, I now have to deal with. But again, no Archaic, dang. I'll put that to the end. The whole reason I have the Temple of Milady is so, like, if you aren't getting your Archaic, you can get to the Archaic faster. Like, I have plenty of land. This is probably all the land I need for this deck. It's just, I need to get that Archaic. Ooh, yeah, this is not looking good. Oh my god, more land. I don't need more land. This is one of the things of, like, the synergy of this deck is, like I said, if you don't have an Archaic in your hand, this deck is not going to work like you want it. And he's going to banish my other blocker that I have. That's great. That's real great. While he's doing his turn, I do know at the time of recording this, that unboxing where I pull that Demonic Tutor is sitting at 290 views. And I think that's just amazing for me. The fact that it's gotten that many views, and even just the few amount of likes that there's been, I'm happy that people are actually enjoying that. And that's pretty much all I can ask for, is just people enjoy what I do. I mean, even if they don't, that's not a big deal to me. I just want to show what I enjoy and what I'm liking, and sending that out to others and showing them, like, hey, this is what I enjoy. And that's just the biggest thing for me. Of course, he's going to gain lifelink when he doesn't need to. He's going to win. So, that was not the way I wanted it to go, for at least the first game coming back in, I don't know, months of not posting a Magic video. So let's see what we can do on game 2. I do know I tend to like to play about 3 games with each deck in these videos, sometimes 4 if it goes by pretty quick. But we'll see what happens with this one. Please give me an Archaic. It does not, but I kind of feel hopeful. I'm going to keep it just because of the Pledge Mage. I got the Dragon Guard Elite, and we get an instant win. They clearly did not like their hand, or like what they were doing. So this will probably be a 4-win game, unless this third game just goes insanely long. But let's get in. Hopefully they don't quit or concede right off the bat. We're gonna mulligan. There we go. Have a few. Let's do the Rabid Bite. But I have some mana and that Archaic. And I do know I have this one, even though it's a Quandrix inside of the Witherbloom. It's just because it's green. I can use green for it. And the ability of putting the 1/1 counters on it. Most of what I was trying to do was get 1/1 counters on my creatures or deal damage like you saw. Let's see. Swamp. Cultivate. We're going to go with 2 forests. Put 1 on the battlefield, 1 in my hand. Perfect. Now I'm setting up for next turn to be able to put out the Wandering Archaic. Hopefully he doesn't get a big creature and use Rabid Bite. That's going to be my hope. But let's do that. And now we have it out. Hopefully we get to show what this can do. I actually never really used this backside. Oh, is he going to pay 2? Ah, he paid the 2. But yeah, it's definitely just hope they don't pay. Or when they do end up playing it, that's the last of their mana. So let's put out... Let's put that out. And do a Reclaim the Wastes. So we'll just put it onto him. Hopefully he doesn't have another Rabid Bite. Let's go with the Swamp. So next turn I can get at least the 2 Quandrix Pledge Mages out, unless I pull another Wandering Archaic. That's what I was hoping he didn't have. Either a Ram Through, or I guess a Rabid Bite. I think it's... I have the Rabid Bites, I think. But either way, I was not wanting him to kill that off. This is not going good. Let's put out our little human druid, which I do like the art of that. And our Pledge Mage. Which again is not the way I want this to go. Definitely not the way I wanted my first game back. Or even my first video back with Magic Arena in a while. I'm gonna take it just because at least if I can get a spell my next turn. Okay, what do we have coming up? As in, can I hold off? Might have to block this next turn to survive. Yeah, I'm gonna have to block to survive this next turn. And hope I get a Wandering Archaic. If not, this is gonna be a very quick game. Come on. Let's see, how am I gonna block? Let's block there, there, and let's go with that one. Let's see, what's he gonna increase power of? Surprised he didn't increase the power of that troll. And that is not what I like to see. I tend to concede at this point. No sense waiting a whole nother turn. Come on, I just want to use the Archaic's ability once. So let's get into another one and hope we can do it. But yeah, I've been very excited with this Strixhaven set. I think some of my favorite decks I've built have been Lorehold and Silverquill. I was actually just messing around with the Silverquill deck earlier today when I did the quick draft. And it actually came out pretty good. I'm also working on a Silverquill control deck with Professor Onyx. I definitely know that one's going to be a video coming up soon. I just need to get more rare wild cards. I used quite a lot to get this deck and my Lorehold. I forget. Lorehold Hoffrey deck. That one. Those ones I used up almost all my wild cards for to get them. So kind of have to replenish it. Let's see. What do we want to play? Let's go with the forest so we can do Reclaim the Wastes and Rabid Bite. Do that. Reclaim the Wastes. So I'm gonna go with the forest. And we'll attack. But yeah, I think the next one will probably be the Lorehold Hoffrey deck. Unless I can get this Professor Onyx control deck done. But in order to do that, I need to basically open more packs so I can get more wild cards. Let's attack again because I don't think he has anything to pop it up. So, oh yeah, sorry, my mind's everywhere right now. As I was talking about the Silverquill I did in the draft today, I was trying to get Professor Onyx and a few other cards for that deck, and I got this one deck that I didn't really think was going to be good, and it ended up getting me 4 wins out of the like 7 games I played. So it turns out it was a bit better than I thought it was going to be, so I might actually be showcasing that here in a video soon. Just because it was surprising for me, so that actually made me excited that a deck I didn't think was going to do good at all ended up being probably one of my best draft decks in months of play. And just, I don't know what about it, but something about that just made me super excited to see it come up and see like how good it could be. I don't really think I had that many rares in it either. It was mostly like commons and uncommons. So let's go with the Wandering Archaic and not attack. See what he plays next. I have a feeling he's going to try and get rid of that Archaic as best he can. Or just get flying on everything. Swing for what? 6 damage? Take me down to 10? What's he gonna do? I think he's sitting here waiting to see what he can do. But I do like my little Mila pet. I do know in my last video I did talk about her. We were just panting over there. Or, you know, you can give her a treat and she can chomp down on it. Enjoy some food. Or just sit there and stare at us and almost like beg. Okay. Let's do that. And we're just gonna swing. Is he gonna spend any mana for anything? Nope, he's just gonna let me win. Or not let me win, but let me kill off that creature. Either he has cards that he can't play or he doesn't want to play just because of the Archaic. That is the other thing I've noticed. When this is out, some people get hesitant about playing and choose not to. I did notice earlier this... What's happening? Scry X. Okay. Let's see, for next turn we'll do another one of that. Actually, we'll just keep it in that order right there. And what do I do? Oh, target a creature I control, okay. Perfect. That's what this deck is supposed to do. And the fact that now I can possibly get... What? I thought I put a Witherbloom up on top. Huh. Yeah, I thought I put that on top so I could draw it. Oh, wait. Maybe it was the Pledge Mage. I was thinking the Witherbloom Apprentice I saw, so that was my bad there. But still doing good, because as long as if he chooses to play another spell, that will trigger. I do know if you have multiples of them, it triggers each time, so they have to pay 2 for each Archaic. If they don't for that one, it does trigger. So we're just gonna put out some creatures and swing, give him a good game. Because yeah, he's only gonna be able to block one of that. There we go, there's a win with this deck. Finally, the last game I was gonna play in this video, I got that to trigger the way I wanted it to. So yeah, that is basically my Witherbloom, as we get all my prizes for winning. That is the Wandering and the Witherbloom deck. I'm going to leave this here if you guys are interested in seeing the deck list. It's basically 4 of everything here. I know a lot of times when I look up deck lists, it's like, oh, they do 2 of one creature or 2 of like one sorcery. To kind of just give you a bit more, I guess it's like options when you're playing. I personally kind of like to see what can I do with the least amount of cards at times. Like if there's something that I want to build and like a trigger ability or activate ability or just some sort of mechanic I want to exploit or use, I try to do it with the least amount of cards that I can in a 60 card deck. So case in point, 4 Archaics and then just load it up with Mage-craft and some sorceries or instances. I think they're all just sorceries I use. Yeah, they're all sorceries. But like I said, that is it. I hope you liked it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys next time.